Hey everybody, it's your friend Adam here from Unfiltered.com, back with another GU review desk. And we are only a couple weeks removed at the time of this recording from the 2021 Masters, where we saw Hideki Matsuyama become the first Japanese male to win a major of any kind. And he did so in historic fashion over at Augusta National. And today we're going to talk about the driver that he had in his bag to help him win his first green jacket. And that, of course, is the Srixon ZX5. Alright, so let's dive into what exactly goes on in the ZX5 from Srixon. And I first should mention that this is one of two new drivers offered by Srixon in 2021. The other, of course, being the ZX7, which is a little bit of a smaller head shape and probably a little bit less forgiving than you may expect from the ZX5. At least it was in my review with both drivers. I've been playing the ZX5 for quite a bit now, and I have to say, it is extremely forgiving, and it is an extremely long driver. Something that I know a lot of people are going to pay attention to, and was definitely useful in Hideki Matsuyama's win over at Augusta National. Not like he needs that much more distance because he hits the ball a mile already, but definitely a boost there. So, what are the big stories here in the ZX5? A couple things. The biggest one is what Srixon is calling Rebound frame technology. What does that mean? Well, we all know that drivers tend to lose shape a little bit at impact. And if you didn't know that, well, you know it now. In this driver head, they've actually built in two flex points. One right on the face, and you can actually see it right there. It says Rebound frame right on the face. There's then a solid portion that doesn't flex as much here, and then it goes into another flexible line, basically on the sole of the club, built within the club head. What does that mean? Well, it gives you basically two spring-like effects that you're just really not going to find anywhere else at this point. Now, kind of wrapping everything together and making it a nice package is the top of the crown here, which is carbon fiber. Now, you're going to see this in a lot of competing drivers as well. It seems to be like the popular thing that a lot of drivers are doing, and for good reason. With Srixon, it's actually 15% larger than previous renditions from the brand. And what that does is it helps push MOI up, that moment of inertia. So what that means is you're going to get less twisting through the air right before impact. And of course, we all know that that's going to equate to more accurate shots, more consistent shots, and a little bit less variability. Of course, the ZX5 is also fully adjustable right here. And just as a quick side note, something that Srixon has finally done is they've made the little nut here universal, so it actually follows the same wrench pattern as other competitors do, and that's really a big deal for me because I can't keep track of all my adjustable wrenches. I know big time golf guy problem there, but at any rate, you can use any wrench that fits into here that you would with any other competing brand to make your adjustments. And then in terms of the shape, it is a tour proven shape. It's very pear shaped almost. I don't know if you can get a good look there. But it's not too large at address, which, you've seen some drivers that perhaps, expand a little bit too much away from the golf ball, at least, and the back of the club. That's not the case here. It actually looks very compact at address, and something that you're really going to enjoy. And something that I enjoy the most is the very minimal alignment aid right there on the crown. I don't know if you can even see it here on the camera, but at address, you barely see it, and that's something that is non-distracting, which I prefer, and it's really just got that nice professional look to it. Now, at impact, this driver feels incredible. Listeners to my podcast over at the Golf Unfiltered podcast, as well as readers to the site, know I prefer a feel that is a little bit more muted, something that feels like the golf ball is being absorbed by the club head. This is the case as well with the ZX5, and I should say it's also with the ZX7. Now, in addition to that, at least with the ZX5, you're going to notice there's this weight in the back here. Now, that's going to help with a few different things. It's going to help with the center of gravity, it's going to help with launch conditions, and it is interchangeable. You can go out to Srixon.com and you can order additional weight types, and you can just use the same wrench that you normally would to adjust the loft of the driver to switch that weight out, and you can then fine-tune your driver launch conditions to be optimal for your game. And so something to definitely keep in mind with. So overall, I would say that the Srixon ZX5 by far is their best driver that they've designed. The ZX7, which is, we might do a video on that later, is also a very high quality driver head. It's got a lot of the same technology, similar weighting, it's got a very similar look, just in a smaller club head, if that's something that you want for your games. So go out to Srixon.com to learn a little bit more about all of their new drivers, as well as irons, hybrids, and fairway woods. And go out to golfunfiltered.com today to read a little bit more, including a full review on the Srixon ZX5. Thanks for watching.